What do you think of Roland's mat? I think it's great.
I think it's great. Although I think Phil probably has more nope counter spells.
Yeah, yeah, true. I don't think either of them are running the card counterspell though. They're not, right?
No.
No, they're not. That's okay though. All right, Vulcan Pass and Island Ponder. So we're already in action-packed Magic mode.
Absolutely.
What kind of a start do you think Roland needs to have over these next couple of turns?
I think he needs a fast start, put the pressure on Phil to come up with the answers. I think Delver, especially the blue-red version, wants to be more aggressive than the other versions and
Mm-hmm.
can't really afford to let Phil, you know, get a full grip of counterspells.
Yep. A little bit of lag on Roland's side. Sorry, everybody. Hopefully, fixes itself.
Yeah, I think Roland wants to avoid letting Phil get to a situation where, all his removal is live, plus having Snapcaster Mage. Um,
Mm-hmm.
that's going to be difficult to get through.
Yep. Are you seeing lag on Roland's side?
I am.
Okay, it's not just me. All right, fetch. Sometimes that sorts itself out. Sometimes it does not.
It's, can't see what he's getting, but my guess is probably Arcanist is going to slam down any moment.
Okay.
I gotta say, Phil's list really lines up well against Roland with the Baleful Strixes and Tasker just having so much toughness. Oh,
Yeah, Tasker's pretty good against Delver for sure. Becomes kind of a wall if it comes down.
absolutely.
Flinstigator says, "Good luck, Roland." Flinstigator has already chosen their champion for tonight. Oh, awesome! Good luck with your stream. You better be prepared to face Delver. This is true.
I mean, we were talking a little bit before this broadcast that, playing against these archetypes that are well known in Legacy is a good test for Phil's decks to
Yeah,
see if they can really carry him through several rounds.
this is true. Kind of the test for any brew is it can it beat Delver?
Right. Can it beat Delver and can it beat some form of combo is usually a good
Yeah.
test for whether it can pull its weight. All right, we've got a Force of Will. Phil side, pitching, recoil. Dreadhorde has really become one of those cards that almost has to be killed on sight in these Delver builds.
Yeah. It's likely the most powerful card in the deck now.
Absolutely.
And it's the most important card in the Delver mirrors for the most part. It's don't let you have a Dreadhorde and hope I can stick a Dreadhorde a lot of the time.
That's true. I like how Roland has put in True Name Nemesis. I feel like if he was anticipating Delver matchups, given that True Name has been taken out of most lists, that can really be a defining card in a matchup.
Yep. Merchant Scroll here. Playing around days. What does he look for? A
I
Fatal
think,
Push?
yeah, some type of removal.
Um,
Drown in the Lock wouldn't be such a bad it has more flexibility maybe in this situation.
Yep. He gets force. Interesting. Okay.
That's interesting. Going down 2 for 1 against Delver doesn't feel good.
What are you running? What are you not running that's in Roland's list, Trubisky? And are you playing paper right now, Trubisky? Have you been playing any? Preordained? Only one TNN. Okay. Brainstorm. Are you still seeing lag on Roland's side? Because I am.
It's it's better, but it's still laggy.
Hmm. We'll try to sort that out between games 1 and 2. Hopefully it'll sort itself out.
Yeah. The Forager, the Flying Whale, is an interesting card that Roland and I tested back when it first came out. I think it's a difficult card to run just because it dies to Lightning Bolt and it has to swing to get any value. But it's definitely worth a look if you're running Blue-Red Delver.
Yep. Well, again, just like round 1, the longer the game goes, the more Phil is advantaged. So Roland's got to pick up the pace.
Yeah, totally agree. And Phil's at a healthy life total.
Delver and a Dread Horde. Pre-modern popular in Hamburg. Where is pre-modern the most popular in the world besides the internet? Eliminate.
Yeah, again goes for the Dread Horde, which is definitely, like you said, the biggest threat here.
Yep. Yeah, probably Sweden, maybe. Have you played pre-modern, Jesse? Or I forgot what you said. If you played.
I have not played pre-modern,
Okay.
but it seems like a great format. I think it's fun to know that there aren't new sets coming out and you sort of just play with the existing card pool.
Yeah.
Have you dabbled in it?
Yeah, I've played it a bit. Not a ton, but I had decks put together at one point, 2 or 3 decks, but it's been a while. Middle school is better than pre-modern, says MMPDR.
Okay. All right, we've got a Baleful Strix for Phil.
Why is middle school better than pre-modern? Yep. What were you saying? Baleful Strix?
Oh,
Yep.
Baleful Strix, cantripping. Such an efficient blocker against Delver. Well, there's a bolt, so
Yep.
that bird is not long for this world.
Bolt on the Strix, I guess.
I would assume that's the case.
Yep. Oh, damage on the stack? You lost me already. I'm not interested.
Or we've got a Force of Negation on the Lightning Bolt.
I don't like damage on the stack.
That Force of Negation gives Phil a lot of information about what Roland has or doesn't have. Because that's a easy daze if he had it. Now we're kind of stuck staring at each other with the bird and the flying insect.
Yep. Oh, we lost Roland there. All right. There's just a little miscommunication there. Sorry, everybody. Okay, so where are we in this game? Bolt.
Right.
Another bolt on Strix now. And
I think this is what Phil wants to see.
all right.
Wasting 2 bolts on a Strix that already cantripped is a lot of value.
Yeah, he did lose a Force of Negation though.
That's true. Um, but he's at 5 mana now, so any Snapcaster Mage makes that live. Um, Given what Roland did, we know that he likely does not have a daze.
Hmm.
Um, so I think the exchange of information plus exchange of resources is pretty good.
Chat very much interested in middle school versus pre-modern chatter. Middle school MTG cradles were $30. Mox time was $20, and LEDs were a dollar. I just bought an LED yesterday for a dollar at my local game store. No, I'm just kidding. Format is good, but I don't think it's a better or worse thing with pre-modern. I don't know. I think both formats are different experiences. He gets Tyrant Scorn off the Merchant Scroll. Very interesting. I was running that card in my Sultai control list for a while. It was pretty good.
No, it's pretty good. I remember running it in testing for Eternal Weekend last year, or whenever Eternal Weekend was live, and it was because there were so many depths decks running around.
Yeah, yeah. It got a little worse after Vela Summer, but I like that card, regardless.
Yep. All right, Young Pyromancer from Roland.
Yep.
Start with the go wide strategy.
So is Phil's deck too weak to Vela Summer? Does Vela Summer wreck this deck too much? Like, you're trying to do cute stuff with Cryptic Command and all that.
I think I don't know if it wrecks it. I think it has different angles that it can tack on. I think Tassiger is quite good if they're bringing in, Veil of Summer. I mean, you're just going to go straight beat down.
Hmm.
Um, but yes, generally speaking, Veil will make a lot of his removal obsolete.
Scorn is good, but was quickly made obsolete by both Brazen Borrow and Drown in the Lock. I agree. I agree. There are better options now. I like that they're making so many of these cards now that are like choose do this or do that. Like a Braid, Drown in the Lock, all those kind of cards are very interesting.
Very much so. I think the optionality is really fun to play with.
They started that with Fate Reforged,
Right, with
because
all the commands.
and the commands shortly after, yeah. But with Fate Reforged, they decided to do a whole bunch of choose one cards because there was like the two directions that the future can go, whatever the story was. I
Yep.
forgot. I forgot what the storyline was, but the theme was one thing can happen or another thing can happen. Anyway, just the thing I like creatively about Magic these days. All right, so where are these piles going to go, and which one are you going to take? Okay, so he dumps the Ponder and Brainstorm and lets him keep the Force of Will. Cons versus Dragons. Yes, exactly. Yeah. I wish the Cons won. Bring the Cons back. Get rid of the Dragons. We don't need them. Bring back the Cons. Those were cool.
All right, we
I
got a
guess
brainstorm here.
I guess now we have a different uh, enemy colored shard or whatever playing with Ikoria. It's kind of replaced Cons now. All right. What is this? Ponder.
Yep, I think Roland is probably just trying to go wide and get as much damage as he can in.
Yeah, Ingress Rampage is cool. I haven't seen that card cast much though. Is that a rare?
No, I think it's uncommon.
It's uncommon. Okay. Dreadhorde.
That is the third Dreadhorde.
Dreadhorde's going to be good in this matchup. And Phil doesn't have Wraths.
Not main deck.
Does he have them in the board?
He has a Deluge
He
in the
has a
board
Deluge? Oh, he
or
does have a Deluge. Okay. Yeah.
Deluge and Plague Engineer, which isn't necessarily a Wrath, but Gets the job done.
Similar to a Wrath, yeah. The other thing he has, though, as a tool is Cryptic Command to stop attacking creatures. It can have Wrath-like effects if the game goes to Phil's favor. Basically shutting off all the opponent's creatures. Tassiger's here. Pretty good.
We may see a Tasker activation, depending on how this all goes.
Yep. So he exiles a bunch of counter spells and a Merchant Scroll and a Ponder. And Tasker's here. I don't think Roland has any response. Tasker gets interesting when you could start activating its ability on end step.
That's right. I'm just thinking of the ways that Roland can deal with Tasker. I mean, he can Brazen Borrower, Bolt, Dreadhorde Bolt.
Yeah, those cards are the unsung, well-designed cards of the past couple of years. Rampage, Borrower, Drown, Scorn, etc. Yeah, there are quite a few. I think also, um, in other formats, those cards are also relevant. Tassiger is more of a modern card. Okay. Tassiger in a Caracas format is a bold choice. I think so. Comes out against Caracas, I guess.
All right, we've got a Brazen Borrower on the stack, or Petty Theft on the Tasker, with Phil responding with the Cryptic Command.
Yep.
Now he has a lot of choices. Chooses counter draw.
Okay. Cryptic Command resolved. Surprisingly. Chose not to tap the team. Well, I guess he has Tassiger in play. Okay. It's risky to attack. All the adventure cards are awesome. Yeah, the adventure cards are a lot of fun. Another cool adventure card that has seen some legacy play is the Bonecrusher Giant, Stomp.
That card is great.
Yep. You know what adventure card for some reason I thought was the coolest one? The one that was the Jack and the Beanstalk.
Oh, the Go Fetch a Land?
Go fetch a land and it becomes a thing as giant as all your lands. That was a cool one. I thought that was the one I liked the most, flavor-wise, for some reason.
Yeah, before I switched to Shark Control, when I was on Titan Stompy, I was doing a deep search for giants, and a lot of the adventure cards happen to be giants, so I was taking a big look at those.
Yeah.
I did find a cool giant, which was Thrix, a 4/5 flashy giant that makes all your high converted mana cost cards uncounterable.
Oh, yeah. Which one is that again?
It's a 2 blue, 3 colorless for a flash flying 4/5 blue giant.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat.
Skylasher. Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, wait, is that the one you were talking about?
I don't know what the. Let's see.
Oh, no. He's talking about something else. Never mind. I saw the card come up, and I just assumed that was the card you were talking about. Oh, Thrix. Yes. Okay. Yeah,
A Sudden
that's the one.
Storm.
Bothers you that Skylasher isn't a spider. What is it? An insect? MM, thanks for the follow. All right. A lot of elementals are on the board right now.
All right, here comes the big swing. Or maybe not.
Okay. Combat. Are we seeing Snap Cryptic? I think that's what we're seeing. Yep. Saw that one coming. This is like a very common modern play that you don't see in Legacy. Snap Cryptic.
Absolutely. And I think this is one of the problems for letting Phil, you know, drop 7 lands without putting pressure on his life total.
Yeah. Can't have that happen.
Yeah, as a
All
Delver
right.
player, that puts you in a worse position for sure.
So it looks like he's actually not choosing Cryptic Command. He's choosing. He pointed to a different card in his graveyard. I'm trying to figure out which one.
Stifle.
Oh,
Wow.
Stifle on the Snapcaster target. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, Stifle on the trigger. That happened to me last night.
Yeah. Let's see if there's a response here. Cryptic. Wow. Cryptic. I'm assuming it's got to be tap the team, bounce.
Yeah, tap the team,
Is there anything worth
bounce.
bouncing? Bounce Snapcaster, no? Yeah.
Oh, you just drew.
What's that?
Oh, he tapped the team and just drew a card.
Oh, okay. Interesting. How many cryptic commands are in the main?
I think only 2, if I
Huh.
remember correctly. Yep, just 2.
Well, he does have Mystic Sanctuary, which
Right.
gives him the option to put it back on top. But I think you're supposed to. Supposed to is a strong way of putting it, but what would be advised is to put Snapcaster back in your hand in this situation. But I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
Snapcaster is such a powerful card in this matchup.
yeah, yeah. Because then you can cryptic again. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And just keep doing it over and over. We'll see. We'll see how this. We'll see how this plays out.
Well, now he has access to Mystic Sanctuary with that fetch.
Getting blown out to Bolt. Maybe?
I mean,
Yeah,
he's
he is
already,
running Bolt. That's true. I didn't consider the Bolt. Yeah. It would counter the Cryptic. All right. So Drown in the Lock on. Guess it also depends if Roland has cards in hand. I don't know if he did.
he's a Force of Negation.
Apparently he did. Okay. Force negation on the Drown in the Lock. What is the Drown in the Lock targeting again?
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I completely forgot about Bolt. So yeah, he was right to just throw a card. Young Pyro left unchecked is scary though. Yeah. Oh, Drown in the Lock must have just been targeting Young Pyromancer or Dreadhorde, I guess.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't countering. It was definitely going after
Yeah.
those threats.
All right. So he's gonna get in an attack
Hmm.
here.
All right, we got a Dreadhorde trigger.
Dreadhorde still hasn't been targeted yet. The ability. Okay. So he's gonna go for Bolt. Get rid of Strix, I guess.
I think that's right. Nope,
Nope.
just
Bolt
going
you. Okay.
to the face.
Block a token. Block a Dreadhorde. Block a Pyromancer. Seems good. Yep. Take 4. Go to 6.
6.
Do you like
Six.
that attack?
Uh, does he have any card? He has one card in hand.
Yeah,
I think
Phil has one card. Now
I
goes to
don't.
5.
Right.
He's gonna put Mystic Sanctuary, Cryptic on top, I guess.
Right.
This is this is how that can go badly, I guess. Also, Tassiker's online.
Yeah. I like that attack. I think you gotta pressure Phil. You can't let him just have that cushion of life.
Yep.
Um,
Attack for
wow.
4.
Okay, going. Well, holding him back at this point probably doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, if Cryptic Command gets countered somehow, that's bad. Alright, upkeep
Right.
Cryptic. Okay. Smart to do it now. Bouncing Mystic Sanctuary. So this is like the risk we were talking about earlier, but he chooses to do it. We don't know if Roland has another bolt.
Yep.
Well, Roland's land should have been untapped already, but yeah. Brainstorm.
Brainstorm. Looking for Bolt or True Name Nemesis.
You expect that Roland has bolt in hand. Okay. Jason Murray playing next round, by the way, everybody. Lewinil in the chat. I wonder who Jason's rooting for here. Put Phil to 6 instead of 7. That's what I
Delver
think
on
of in this
board. Oh, we got a Tasker activation.
Yep. So now Roland, I don't know what he chooses here. Excuse me. All right.
These decisions always make me nervous when I have to make them in a game.
Yeah. He chooses Fatal Push, apparently. Guess that makes sense.
I think it's the least threatening of those cards. I mean, you definitely can't give him cantrips or.
Not going to give him Snapcaster. You're not going to give him
Absolutely
Cryptic
not.
Command.
Right.
Cantrips. Yeah, Fatal Push seems right. Um. Okay, it's Phil's turn now.
All right, we've got an activation.
This is main phase activation.
Mm-hmm.
So now a Merchant Scroll is in the yard, in addition to everything else. You can't return a land. Can you return a creature? You can, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's just non-land.
Okay, non-land. Okay. Which card did he get there?
I couldn't see with the glare. All right, we've got Mystic Sanctuary trigger.
Merchant Scroll, or okay, Cryptic Command goes on top. Yep. Drawn and Lock. Okay. Drawn and Lock was the card. Fatal Push the Delver, I'm assuming here.
Right. But he can't survive a hit. Okay. Eliminate a token.
Yep. Fetch 13.
All right, looks like he's going to go to 1 on this next swing.
Yeah, that's risky, but not any more risky than where he was, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Bolt is game over anyway.
Let's see. Swing for 5. Block 1. Go to 1.
Okay. Oh, he lets him untap. Yikes. We've got a
All
game.
right. Yep. So he doesn't have the bolt that Jason predicted. Swing.
Swing.
No blocks, of course. Go to 9. Pass turn. Cryptic.
No, I think he's gonna.
He drew the
Yep,
cryptic.
right. Drew the cryptic. He's gonna tap.
Tap the team, draw. I think is what he has to do here. Or, okay, he goes for Mystic Sanctuary. Got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I think he wants to keep that recursion going.
That makes sense.
And he's gonna activate Tasker.
Cling to Dust now in the yard, it
Cling to
appears.
Dust is interesting because he could cling some creatures to up his life total,
Yep.
and also reduce the choices that Roland has on a Tasker activation.
Brainstorm, Snapcaster. Fatal Push in there. Eliminates in there. Merchant Scroll. I guess you give him the Fatal Push here. Cling to Dust also in there. Hmm. What would you take?
What do I pick to give back to Phil?
Yeah.
Probably a Fatal Push.
Yeah. I think so.
Um,
Eliminate is just worse. Yeah, maybe Eliminate's just worse.
I'm just looking at the list here. Yeah, Eliminate is worse in this context.
All right. He gave him the Fatal Push. I guess Fatal Push could be um, worse in that. I mean, better to give to Phil if you drop a 3-drop creature.
Right, and if
Then he
I mean
has
a
to.
Brazen Borrower.
Yeah, Prison Bar will get through that. Mystic Sanctuary puts Cryptic on top. Tap in 4.
Yep, here we go with the Cling to Dust to gain some life, I'm pretty sure.
I think he's just going to try to draw a card.
Oh, and have Cryptic up?
Exiles his own Belfast Strix? Is that what he's doing?
Yeah.
Oh no, he's delving. He's delving.
Oh,
Or
no, yeah,
escaping.
escaping.
Okay. Alright, so he escapes Cling to Dust. We don't know what the target is. Oh, it's apparently the Belfast Strix. Okay, it is the Belfast Strix. So he's going to
So,
draw the Cryptic Command now. Oh no, now he. Okay, so now he
right,
gains life. So he goes to 4.
right. So now he doesn't necessarily need the Cryptic because he can escape again, go to 7, and so
Right.
a lot of things would need to happen, and Bolt doesn't necessarily do it.
Yep.
And then once he has enough life, then yeah, then the Cryptic becomes live.
So 4 tokens in play. He's going to Cling to Dust again. Looks like Roland does need Borrower, yeah. Exiling 5.
Probably getting. Oh, Days here.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah, it's not very often you see a late game Days become that effective.
Yeah. Still in game 1 here, too.
I mean, that late game Days effectively is a lightning bolt on
Yep.
this play.
Yep. Puts him back to 1. Down to 3 tokens.
What? Oh, yep.
The days was relevant there. Swing. Tasker puts him to 5.
So he's got Cryptic in hand. And he can Cryptic and Cling.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Rolling to 4.
Yep. Puts himself in range now for Tassiger. Could block Tassiger now, though. Not that exciting. He'll probably never win this game if he goes that route, but I mean, he has that option, right?
Yep.
Unlikely he will even get that option, though, because his team's going to be tapped down. Just saying. Yeah, exactly. Cryptic will win them this game. Will win Phil this game. Here's Cryptic.
Here we go. Tap down
Should
team.
be game if that resolves. Yeah, maybe Roland should not have fetched by himself one more turn. I think he's locked out of this game, though. Cryptic and Legacy is the MVP. Yeah, Roland's last live draw. Drops a Wasteland.
That would have been useful a few turns ago.
Yep. Cling to dust. Exiling
Pyromancer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is a great game one, I think.
I
It was
agree.
definitely a slogfest. All right, there we go.
All right, going to game 2. Oh, the players are started. Sorry, everybody. So Roland started with a Sculling Tarn and Island Ponder for Phil.
It looks like he shuffled.
All right, so I'm going to set up a poll here for chat to decide what format we're going to play on Monday.
Rolling cracks going to 19. Getting probably, what are we seeing here? Young Pyromancer.
All right, let's see what formats we want. Do you have any formats you care about very much?
For the poll, Vintage. I'd like to see Tribal Wars come back. That was real fun. Oh, we've got a Hydroblast on the Young Pyromancer. So that did come in from the sideboard.
All right, we're going to do a 10-minute poll, and it starts... Oh, wait, sorry, I forgot to add something. Okay, I'm set. I didn't add Vintage just because we did that like last week, so...
No worries. All right,
10-minute poll starts now. Go ahead.
Yeah, we've got Young Pyromancer coming down, and then a follow-up Ponder, creating the Elemental token. That early Wasteland, I think, is going to help stop the Mystic Sanctuary recursion. And with this start, he puts a lot of early pressure on Phil, which I think is, like we talked about, is super important for Delver.
It will be super important. Yeah, he needs to end this game as fast as possible, almost like a combo deck.
Yeah, and Young Pyromancer will do that. I mean, his deck is just full of one-mana spells that accelerate into tokens.
Roland's 2-drop are where it's at in the matchup. I agree. Roland's no turn 1 play is not ideal. Yeah, I agree with that too. Homeland's rotisserie draft, Jason was rooting for. We'll put that on the next poll. All right, an early lead for Legacy for Monday. Tribal Wars and Pre-Modern have a vote. Make sure you vote. Make sure you vote as much as possible. Did you vote, Jesse?
I have not. I'm trying to keep an eye on the game here, but my vote would be for Tribal Wars. I really want to get ninjas in the rotation.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Ninjutsu. All right, we've got a Crack Scalding Tarn for Phil. I'm guessing he's going to get a mountain here so that he has all the, yep, here we go, all the available mana he needs for blasts.
Yep. So Dimir control became Grixis after sideboarding, truly. Necessary in Legacy, I guess, to have Power Blast, Red Blast available. And here's Tasigur again. Tasigur was great in game 1.
Yeah, the 5 toughness really matters in this matchup.
Yeah. Island, Swamp, Mountain in his Mystic Sanctuary deck, yeah. It happens. Around days. Oh well, he had a mana open. Oh, you're
All
saying he
right.
played around it, yeah. All right, here's
Got a
true name.
Oof.
Power Blast. Days? Yes. If that resolves, it's great for Roland.
Yeah, it's going to make the clock very fast, and oh, here we go.
Force pitching Brainstorm on the
True name.
days. Oh, on the true name, yeah.
I'm guessing on the true name.
Yeah, that makes sense. Baiting out the days for Deluge, says Leon. Yep. We saw Leon play Food Chain on Monday. The VOD's up here on Twitch. Make sure you check it out. We had some sweet matches on Monday. 10C Terry is rooting for pre-modern. Let's check on this poll. Legacy still winning the poll. Tribal Wars has votes. Pre-modern has votes. Pauper has votes. Modern has no votes. We're about 25% done with the poll, everybody.
Young Pyromancer is producing so much value right now.
It really is.
Days creating tokens, Ponder creating tokens.
This is true. Modern sucks. I think Modern's fun. Ponder makes another dude. Pass the turn. Yeah, we are kind of seeing Modern. That's true. A lot of Modern cards. A lot of our viewers have been asking me, when are we doing Modern? It'll happen eventually. Cling to Dust on Ponder. I like that.
I like that too. I think he's probably digging for one of his sideboard cards. He's probably looking for Plague Engineer.
Merchant Scroll
Or
is in
Deluge.
Modern, yeah. Yeah, or Deluge. Merchant Scroll is played in Modern Storm. And I think that's about it. It's not played in anything else that I remember. Tensi Terry trying to rig the election for pre-modern. 8th edition is in Modern, yep. Legacy winning the poll. Almost half done with the poll. About 6 minutes left. You can jam bits. You can use channel points. Less than halfway done. Pre-modern gaining. Ooh, Pyroblast on top. Delver flips.
Yeah, even with all these tokens, he hasn't really been able to swing in because of Tasigur, but now this Delver is going to start getting in there.
Yeah. All right, so he's swinging out, except for young Pyro. Chandra's buddy blocks a token. It takes 6. Pretty good. Pre-modern is now winning the poll, believe it or not. Tribal Wars is up there. Legacy is up there. Pauper and Modern not doing so hot. All these people that keep sending me messages, we want Modern. Where are your votes? You gotta vote. All the people that have been telling me, it's a shame you have not done any Pauper. I quit. I am no longer watching 90s MTG. You gotta vote for Pauper. Come on, people. Right, Jesse?
Yeah, absolutely. It was interesting last turn. He cracked the Tarn, got an island, but drew and didn't activate Tasker on Roland's end step.
Dio, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. All right, Cryptic here. And what is he doing? What's he doing with this Cryptic?
Well, nothing now, unfortunately.
Gotcha.
I think he was gonna bounce.
Bounce Tulliver?
No, I think so Roland, I think wastelanded the sea and he responded by Cryptic, using Cryptic to bounce it, but then it got spell pierced.
Gotcha. Swinging. Block a token. Tick 6 again. Go to 4. Almost 25% left in the poll. Pre-Modern and Legacy are tied up. Tribal War is right behind them. Pauper and Modern are a sad turnout tonight.
Modern, the saddest turnout.
You know what it is? I think I figured this out, Jesse. Our Pauper and Modern fans that comment on our YouTube videos and send me crazy emails threatening me to play their favorite formats, they don't watch the show.
Maybe
I think that's what's going on here.
They're just trolling us. All right, we've got a scoop from Phil.
All right, go to game 3.
I don't know. I don't play pre-modern, so it's hard to... Oh, and we are leading off with a Mystic Sanctuary.
I think there's a way to play that card, though. I mean, nobody's cheating, right? So you just kind of like flip over the top 3 cards of your deck and then put them back without looking. We've done Fate Seals on stream. Orcus Spy is a rogue. Buy your Prowl cards. There's no Prowl cards in pre-modern. Are there?
All right, we got a double fetch from Roland. You didn't play a creature on turn 1. Does your prediction change, Chris?
No.
All right.
By the way, what is the best orc in all of Magic? What's the most powerful orc in all of Magic? Played in the most formats. Commander staple. What's the best orc? Let us know. Lumberjack, says Rockman. Do you have any picks, Jesse?
I wonder, is Orcish Settlers, was that the one that destroyed all the lands?
I think so.
I just appreciated the art on that one. Yes, I love that card. It's just a hilarious card from back when I was playing as a youngster.
Yeah, Orcish Lumberjack was played on stream by Jerry Me from Leaving a Legacy, actually. In pre-modern. That VOD's somewhere on our YouTube channel.
All right, back in the game, we've got Hydroblast and Pyroblast to kill a Dreadhorde Arcanist and counter a Force of Will.
Yep, pretty damn good.
That's some exciting, and you don't often see those paired next to each other on the same side of
that's true.
battlefield.
That's true. That's not what Richard Garfield intended.
No, and those are beautiful altars.
They are.
2 blasts.
That was an awesome turn, though. No matter who you're rooting for, that was an interesting exchange.
I mean, that's what you want to see in Legacy. A 3-card stack.
You're welcome in regards to the points you contributed. Those points, they just disappear. They don't do anything. I think Ironclaw Orc has the highest pro magic finish. There was an orc I liked when I was a kid. It was I think it was called Orcish Conscripts, and it was like a guy picking his nose. Do you remember this one?
I do.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny too.
I just had that in my decks because I thought the art was funny. He's picking his nose. Ironclaw Orc is which one? It's like can't be blocked by creatures two or less or something? Is that what it was?
Yep. Yeah, 2 or greater.
Two or greater. Okay.
Can't block creatures with power 2 or greater.
Can't block creatures with power two or greater. Okay.
Right.
Damn, that card is bad. It's just a
Agreed.
terrible
Completely
bear.
agreed. Oh yeah, I'm looking at the art for Orcish Conscripts, and it is indeed 3 orcs, and one of them is picking their nose.
It was an early Sly. Yeah, no, I remember. I remember the card. I can picture the art in my head, but it's just so out of date for power level.
Right.
Brainstorm here in response to Plague Engineer.
So what do you think he names here?
Well, I guess we'll have to see how many elementals get created, but I think you have to name human.
Yeah, I think the best value is to get rid of the Pyromancer and potential Delvers,
Yeah,
and then just leave your Plague Engineer to block the tokens.
yeah. Let's see.
Force pitching. Oh, we got another force being pyroblasted. That always
Yikes.
feels good.
Yep. Whoops, I messed up the board. Sorry about that. I believe Roland lost a life there, but they may have
You
missed it.
should have lost a life.
I'm tuning into the players. Did you lose a life from that second force?
Oh, wait. No, I didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Thank you.
Okay, cool.
Preordain?
I think that's the first time ever I had life totals right and they had it wrong. First time ever. That was a historic moment, guys.
Mark it down. All right, we've got a Bolt on the Engineer in for 2, and we've got 16 all.
I like it. I'm looking at a list of all the orcs in Magic right now, by the way.
Oh, me too. Did you see Orcish Settlers? I mean, that is just such funny art. It's like a throwback to classic art.
Yes.
Like,
Lumberjack is up there. Merciless Executioner is pretty good. Each player sacks a creature.
oh yes, that was a great card in limited.
Yeah. And I learned today there are not that many orcs. For some reason, I thought there was going to be pages and pages of orcs. There's only like 17 orcs that exist in Magic. Did not know that. Anyway,
Yeah, I think there are actually probably more snakes than orcs, maybe. Let's see.
seems like it. True name here. Pretty good. Looks like it resolves.
Oh yeah, there are definitely way more snakes than orcs.
Had that bolt end up in the yard? Do you know?
That bolt was for the Plague Engineer, I believe.
Oh, that's right. Yep. Shapeshifters are orcs. This is true. At least the ones with changeling, yes. Someone will have to make an orcs deck for our next Tribal Wars. Just kidding. That would be terrible. Maybe if we did pre-modern. pre-modern Tribal Wars.
It may be an orc deck with show and tell and Gristlebrand in it.
Yeah. Orcish Spy is how this conversation got started. And it's among some of the worst orcs that exist. Waste the Volk here.
I'm not sure you want to waste the Volk. I think you'd want to maybe waste the Sanctuary.
All right, so he's activating Tasigur in response.
Right.
Hydroblast, Pyroblast, Fatal Push. Ouch. I guess you give him Fatal Push?
I think so.
Or, well, it depends on what he has in his hand. All right, he gives him Pyroblast. Okay.
I think Roland's plan is just to ride this true name.
All right, so he wastes the Sanctuary.
Right. Which I think is the right play because he's seen 2 Pyroblasts, and that's... I'm guessing Roland is thinking Phil only has 2 Pyroblasts and 1 Red Elemental Blast, and he definitely didn't bring in from the Ashes, so the real value play is to stop the recursion from Sanctuary.
Yep. Demon Travel with Entomb and Reanimate, but I didn't have enough playable demons. You could do what I did and use Changelings. Nameless Inversion was pretty good.
So, I mean,
yep.
we've got sort of a race here. I mean, he's got Tasker and Baleful Strix doing 5, and he's only doing 4. Cling is going to change the math.
Yep. Do you know what he's targeting?
I'm going to guess he's going to be targeting Pyromancer or Dreadhorde.
Possibly. Is
Go-
Roland thinking about Force Negation here?
That would be a good... Well, no, because he knows he has a Pyroblast in hand, right? So
Right.
I don't think he wants to do that. But Phil going to 12 is going to definitely change how this is all going to play out. Yep.
All right, back to Phil. Could swing in here. Swing for 5. Goes to 6.
So Phil can escape one more time, but he can also fill his yard with Tasker activations. Oh, he's got a bolt. 4.
Is he bolting his face?
I don't think that would be right, considering he's got... Yep, he's going for the face, but... Because now the true name probably needs to hang back.
I think so. He does have a Dreadhorde in the yard. I don't know what that means, but yeah. Oh, for Cling to Dust, I guess?
Yeah, it matters for Cling to Dust.
Waste on Underground Sea, I guess?
Yeah, I wonder if he wants to get an activation in. Maybe not.
Alright, thinking before combat. It says fetch.
Wasting is good because it's going to take the chance of Cryptic coming online and tapping down everyone.
Alright. Fetch goes to 8. Yeah, I don't know why not going after Volk. I don't know if we'll get a long post-game interview here because this round went pretty long, but I'll try to ask him very quickly about wasting Volk here. Not wasting Volk. We'll see how this round goes, though. Snap.
Caster Mage.
Yeah, you could have a Stifle. Wait,
Targeting.
Roland didn't attack that turn. I just realized. Oh, or maybe he's doing this before combat. Wait a minute. Where are we in this game?
I don't know. It seems like they're okay. Snap targeting Cling to
Flame.
Dust, Flusterstorm.
Okay.
Wait, what? Okay.
Okay. So okay. Now.
Now he's
Attacks.
attacking.
Yep.
Goes to 5.
Yep.
It's gonna be close.
Yeah. This is a tight one. This is tough. Just like kind of match that ends no matter how it goes, and you feel relieved that it's over.
Another Snapcaster Mage.
Yeah. Roland might just be playing for Bolt.
Try Hydroblast on the Elemental.
Oof.
Swing
that game?
for. Yeah, unless he's got a Bolt. Bolt.
Oh.
An Island
That's
Bolt?
game. All right. Let's check in with the players.